Alright. Free replay analysis for Style Diamond 1. They're looking for anything. Today is their first day of freeze. Well, this was, what, 11 days ago? Apologies for being late on this. But yeah, we're here now and that's what matters. Kick off pretty standard. I think you did come in a bit too hot here. What I would like to see is just coming in a bit slower and measured. You didn't need to waste that 40 boost turning around. And you could have definitely gathered a bit more speed and come closer for that. Yeah, and just a bit of a waste of boost there. But you're able to get it out. I don't like that you left ball control though by hitting it away. You didn't need to. You could have come around to the right hand side of the ball, cut it in, be a bit more useful with your possession. Actually test the defender, not just give them an easy jump save. Again, I would have tried to just pressure that. You should be just trying to stick around and be a nuisance for as long as possible. That means just reversing back and hitting it straight back in. Just making them earn their possessions, not giving it to them like this and then throwing yourself at it and completely whiffing it. We'll see what you do here though. You go backwards, that's pretty much the post-mortem of that goal. You go backwards, you don't turn around, you don't come in the correct side. And simple as that, you get wrecked. So, not the greatest of starts ever. Okay, so kickoff. Kickoff was okay. You do go a bit too far to the left on that first flip, but you recover and you make a pretty solid job of it. Your teammate goes for it that far away for some reason. You almost get baited into it, mainly because you chased after the ball here, let's be honest, you ball chased. And you realised it almost too late. What you should have been doing is coming in a lot wider than this, just ignoring what's happening with the ball because you're never going to catch it first. But, you know, you save it and it works. I don't know why you didn't go up the wall there. I realised boosts and all, but even that took you way too long because you used your power slide for some stupid reason. Yeah, just kind of unneeded. You should have gone up the wall because that now you have to waste boost just to get it, just to get this ball out. What you could have done instead is just simply drive up the wall and defend it, and you have gotten a lot more out of it. Because, like, yay, you've got 100 boost. Oh, that was actually... Well, it was a good save, but it was a lucky save. Let's admit, you did not do that intentionally whatsoever. You're just driving across goal in a panic. You got bumped and had to drive across goal. You got lucky, but no. It almost works, and pretty thankful that they haven't put it on goal yet. But yeah, it's a goal anyway. Honestly, that was always going to happen, considering your one save in that whole time was complete and absolute luck. Like, it could have all been stopped if you didn't go for boost. Like, and we'll say that, like, yeah, you have 100 boost, but how are you going to use it? You don't know because you're facing the wrong way. You're getting bumped by your teammate. You don't even get to use your boost here. Like, all of this could have been done with 0 boost. You didn't need boost for this whatsoever. So, at this point, you could have been down the other side of the field attacking off your clear. But instead, and you may have been on 0 boost, but hey, you would have gotten it out and you would be on the offense. But instead, you're sitting here wasting a boost away and giving it to the opposition who then score. So, yeah. Sometimes the full boost is not the best way to do it, and yeah, good old shit flip. Yep. Opponent does the same thing, of course. Like diamond. Anyway, you recover though. Your teammates get it out. Probably hanging back a bit too far, but you know, it does its job, and you're there in time. And again, just this stuff, being a bit of a nuisance, making them earn it. Just more of that. A decent rotation, and you're respecting your teammate's space, and they'll score here, so. Alright. I hope someone called this. Because if they didn't, then be ripping you a new one. Because, yeah. Not exactly the best thing in threes to be going for double commit kickoffs. But, you know. If you called it and it was his fault, then, oh well, shit happens. Anyway, yeah. In rotation's pretty nice. Only gripe I would have, again, you're probably a bit too far away. He's not going to get a great hit off this. So. But otherwise, it's alright. You'd steal the boost and you're in position here. Or just take a bit too much of a zigzagging path. You don't go direct. You try to swing around to the right instead of just trying to shoot it straight in. And as a result, you get beaten. So, yeah. That was alright, actually. Normally, I would say that you'd be coming in from the wrong angle there, but that was actually pretty good considering you had someone coming in straight, so. Take boost. I was about to say it was wise that you left this, but you kind of half leave it. You go up the wall anyway, and you leave yourself in a pretty useless position for the next few seconds. And you had to rotate back, otherwise you would have just been nothing but useless to your team. But you're able to get a pretty solid clear, and it's good that you kept it close to the wall. That means they're not going to be terribly effective, and that means your team can pick it back up. We'll see what happens here. Main problem is that you just don't attack this. I'd be making sure I'm still facing the wall so that I can intercept this off the wall if my teammate fails, and he does fail. So if you had kept on facing the wall, you would have easily gotten this hit, in my opinion. Anyway, wise for you to leave that. No point going for that, especially when you had a teammate back. That was good again. It's good seeing a bit more of his patience. Unfortunately, you come in at this from the way wrong angle. Yeah, you just turn a bit too left, and that I don't know why you're still coming in from the left side hand side balls if the opponent doesn't exist. He does exist, and he definitely does hit the ball past you. So yeah, definitely recognizing existence of opponents incoming is a good tip. Okay, that was very weird. Very gold-esque aerial, to say the least. It's got the jump extremely early, it's got the not use second jump, it's got the let's not use our boost halfway up. It's got the let's tip ourselves all the way back and let's whiff it by a couple of car lengths. So, you know, you got all the checkboxes there for how to do it wrong. But instead of being a prick, we'll actually tell you how you could have done that right. Well, getting closer, that would be, first of all, that would have fixed 90% of the problems with this whole aerial. Using your second jump immediately after, and also not stopping to, like, not use boost halfway through it. So, yeah, those are the three main things. Definitely something you could have gone for to at least, you should at least try to make an impact on this ball, because one of your teammates is off screen to the right at the wall, your other teammate's all the way back. What you should be doing is either back passing it to the nearest closest teammate, which is your guy in the back, or you can either take it to the other wall on the other side of the field and then try and follow up that, or you could do a power slide once it comes past you and try to take a shot, not drive by it. If I can actually get back to you because I'm a moron and can't control my bloody camera. But yeah, you could have done all three of those options. You opt to go for the fourth, which is drive right by it and not bother to attack. And that way you completely miss a pretty decent offensive opportunity, really. Weird, to say the least. I don't know why you stopped. It wasn't coming at you that fast. You could have hit this. And instead you just kind of put it into no man's land and your opponents pick it up. But your teammates are the 50-50. A good old triple commit, of course, and yeah. Okay, we'll see what your team... Okay, he couldn't see you. Fair play. He could see you. Not fair play. I don't know why the hell he was going up for that. So... Honestly... Only Mess should have gone for this. Both you and New Hope were absolutely in the wrong. You were both seeing at least one teammate, in his case two. There was no excuse to triple commit for this. There was no excuse for you to go up for it especially. And yeah. Close to your teammate here. Just wait. Honestly, you can't afford triple commits. It doesn't matter if you have the better hit. It's a triple commit. Like, in the end, better hit means jack shit. It's still a triple commit. And it goes badly every time, and that's almost a goal. And you completely whiff it somehow. We'll just look at this. Honestly, you came in at the correct angle, but then you turn yourself to the left-hand side and flip. Like, you did everything right apart from the very last millisecond. You jumped at the right time, you turned around at the right angle, you boosted correctly, but then you turned your stick to the left-hand side a little bit and flipped. And there it goes, all that work undone. But luckily, teammate gets it out, so... An aerial that wasn't needed. By this point, you should realize that, oh, I've got all this free space. The opponent has just been demolished that was going to immediately challenge this ball, and the other two are waiting in goal. What should I do? How about let's aerial it straight into the corner and give them a free possession. Oh, look at that. That works so well. But anyway, apart from the sarcasm, yeah, just let it come down and dribble it. Not hit it straight at the corner, giving them the freest possession to ever be possession. And yeah, there you go. But, you know, teammates able to bail you out, and you jump too early. Again. You come in from the wrong angle, you jump way too early. You don't bother to read what's going to happen, and you fly right over the ball. That's pretty much the end of that. Anyway, minute left, goal down. See what you can do. Okay. Interesting tactic. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, or what you expected to happen, but that is definitely not going to roll along the back wall and straight into you. That's always going to bounce off the wall and straight into center. Instead of facing the wall, you should be ready to face the bounce. That's going to happen. Anyway, though, your teammates get it out for you, and maybe a goal. Yes. Alright, so you're even. Maybe a chance to redeem yourself a little bit, because it's been pretty weird this past couple of minutes. Kickoff, not terrible. You do the first flip, and you do the second flip, and it works. So, you know, free kickoffs, they don't really need to be complicated. You just need to make them work, and you made it work. And, well, you cannon it into the post, and it's pretty easy to say why. Well, you jump too early again, so you come at not the best angle in history. You hit it on the wrong side of the ball, and you put it straight into the post. So, not really much more to be said there. Yeah, again, don't jump so early. You're jumping from half the field away at a ball that's only just coming in slightly center. Yeah, just come closer. You had an easy shot there. And I can't really blame you for whiffing this. It's pretty fine margins here. Definitely could have gotten a lot closer and at least made contact. But, you know, whatever. We'll see what you can do here. You've rotated back. That was fine. You didn't jump for it. Unlike both your teammates, so that's a positive. And you get it off the corner. Well, good attack. I like that bump. It means I have to work for the possession, being a nuisance. It's good to see a bit more of that. Again, wise not to jump for that. We'll see how your teammate handles this. Again, been pretty composed this last 30 seconds or so overall. I like to see it. But this is probably the bad moment where you go for this instead of just waiting back. You had no chance to hit that, and you're very lucky because if there had been a few more seconds left on the clock, you would have been done for. Because your teammate was not going to save that. Again, jumping way too early, and it finally catches you out as you double commit. Your teammate was way closer, he had a way better angle. He got beat anyway because the opponent was there, but that was his fault ball to go for, not yours. And you were able to get into the corner at very least, you had to do that, so I'll see how you handle this. Good, you didn't jump for that. Good demo. We'll see how you control this now. Up the wall, nice. Hit it down, unfortunately. That was a pretty good shot attempt, but yeah. Definitely cut that a little fine for the boost pickup, but it works. And you're able to get a decent half volley out. That was good, checking for your teammate. Overall, this past 2 minutes, been a lot better than the first 3 or so. Just waiting on rotation. Get it off to the backboard, that's fine. Unfortunately, no teammate was there. That was actually a pretty decent aerial, apart from the power. You got the accuracy. Well, not the accuracy so much, you got the actual hit off this time. But yeah, you just hit it with the bottom of your car and it goes nowhere. But straight back to the opposition, so yeah. But hitting it is better than not hitting it, so. Alright. Yeah, good attack, you had to go for that there. Just try and ease pressure off your teammates and put some pressure onto the opponents there. And you managed that. Good, checking on your teammates there. Not the greatest ever. You had control, you had ball control there. Like, sure, the closest opponent there, Rorfet, probably would have challenged you, but you could have at least taken it a bit further upfield and maybe gotten a flick off. Not hit it straight to the corner, straight to another opponent, giving them more free possession. Anyway, again, you just don't really take into account that they might actually hit the ball before you do. And that's exactly what happens, and the slightest touch, it just goes right by you. Alright, we'll see you got the wall here. Pretty good. Pass in. And that hopefully is a no. No, it isn't. That was a good pass on your part. Um, you read that he was going to pass it up the wall, but then your teammate completely whiffs it. I'm going to guess he just came in way too low on that ball. Yep. He just jumped way too late, and yeah, smacked into the crossbar. And yeah, can't really blame you, because you should expect them to score that every time, and they don't, so, oh well. Play messed up, hopefully you can fix it. Not the greatest hit. Would have been better off if you just hit it straight on your nose and onto the backboard. You hit it with the corner of your nose and it just balloons up to the left hand side. Pretty relatively easy clear for them. Honestly, when Mess is there, I can't really blame you too much for not being the quickest reaction. But yeah, you definitely need to not be turning to the left, because Mess has the left-hand side covered. You don't need to be turning to that side. Anyway, you grab boost, you come back, it works out. Fortunately, your teammate whiffs it a little bit, but might see an opportunity. Now they get the clear out. I don't really... Was that a power slide from you? Honestly, well, not I preferred. You should have done a half flip here. Because here you waste 20 boost power sliding, and you start off at pretty much the same speed as if you're gonna just turn around. And yeah, we'll see this. This might be a goal. I don't know why you go for that, what you're expecting. If he is going to put a shot on target here, we'll just look from his perspective. If he is going to put a shot on target here, it's going to be coming in not that fast, let's be honest. So I don't know why you went for that. And they get a save, thankfully. Jumping in way too early, simple as that. So we'll compare this to how Rorifet handles this. You come in from the wrong angle, you don't use your second jump or even flip, and yeah, basically you screw that up badly. How Rorifet handles this, he only has 29 boosts. How much do you have? 86. So this is how you handle it. He only has 29, maybe 41 boosts. So he starts off with half of the boost count of yours. He comes in way closer. He uses his second jump, and he smacks you. He absolutely obliterates you on that aerial, despite you having double the boost and all the momentum. You do it right, you don't need heaps of boost to do a proper aerial. And, okay, what was this? You just need to hit it square and on a half volley, not flipping into the side of it. Because now you're just going to be wasting time getting it back out and it doesn't work for you. And your teammates have to bail you out like the countless other times. Anyway, decent shot on target. No, I'd say it was a pretty decent shot on target. You get on target, you force two to go up for it. They almost don't goal it. Unfortunately, they're able to get it out, but you know, I'd say that was okay. I'm not expecting to be a god of placement or anything, so you know, you did about the right thing. Was it fine to go for this? Probably not, considering the angle. No. You should have just waited on ground, but your teammate was there anyway, so it's irrelevant. You get that, that's fine. It's off to the wall. You should be going for this. I don't know why your teammate went for that, but that was fine on your part. You put it over to the right hand side. We'll see what you do here. That's fine. Okay, that was good patience overall. That means you can just pick up your teammate's mistakes. I don't know why your teammate was still sitting there, and it kind of screws you over. But whatever. You're able to get there. Now it's you having to bail out your teammates. Close it in on 4 minutes overtime now. You put it center, doesn't quite work. Alright. Just waiting on the rotation. Pretty good pinching. Maybe not opportunity. Not quite. This won't happen. Good. Checking on your teammates. See what happens here. A center in. Hopefully. Not quite. They get the save. That was okay for me though. And a good bump. Good. Good to see that. Teammate completely whiffs it. And yeah, that's a goal. So we'll break this down. New Hope. First one to go for this. Terrible camera settings, by the way. Do not go out this far. You can't see. You can see everything, but you can't actually aim your own car for shit. And he just jumps way too early. Doesn't anticipate the roll. Other guy, Mess, doesn't double jump, just rolls and goes completely over it. and then you, finally, you turn the absolute wrong way. I don't know why you turned over. Well, you hit the goal wall to begin with, and then you turned over to the right, and yeah, goal. So yeah, honestly, apart from that one last hiccup, wasn't too bad from you in that overtime. If you want an example of how to play properly at this rank, it would be that overtime. Pretty much the entire overtime, sans the couple of parts that I pointed out. Yeah, if you clean up those mistakes, you basically want to look up to that overtime as how you want to play in future. The first like 4 minutes of regulation was pretty crap, though. Let's be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I wasn't being sarcastic for no reason. It was a pretty crap regulation from you. Um, you had to get bailed out. While you did have like points, doesn't always matter. Well, it matters very little for time because really, despite you having points and plenty of them, you weren't really being that effective. And it did require quite a few bailouts from your own teammates to help you out. But yeah, I've because you haven't really done any more advice. Um, that is pretty much it. I've covered everything just about. So yeah, if you need any more clarification, feel free to DM either me or the other coaches. I'm sure if I'm not online, I'm sure they're more than happy to help. But yeah, again, apologies for this being very late, but again, at least we got it. And yeah, until then, hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.